Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is How to App on iOS. And today we're taking a look at miniVerb by AudioThing. It is a retro Nintendo, Super Nintendo reverb unit. So let's get to it, let's go. Yo, hello, welcome to the show. My name's Jade and this is How to App on iOS, and I hope you're doing okay. Welcome. We're going to cut straight to it today. Today we're taking a look at miniVerb. It is by AudioThing. It is $3.99, and as I said at the top of the show there, it is a retro echo reverb. So it is based off the Nintendo. Well, it's not based off it, but it has some tricks from the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo that you can use to emulate the kind of reverbs that those particular units used to do, still do, if you are emulating, of course. This is the distant cousin of miniBit, which came out a little while ago, which is a 8-bit generator. There it is there, 8-bit synthesizer for $8.99. And this is on sale at the moment. It has just had an update, a nice refresh to make it look a little bit more sexier and in line with the brand new miniVerb. There you go. Good stuff. We've covered that. Now, it is not only available, this is only for iPad and iPhone, but it is also available on the desktop if you are after that. And because it's been released now on iOS, it's on sale at more than half price, down to $9. Excuse me, from $19 down to $9 for the desktop. You can get a demo of it, I think, as well. You can download a demo and mess about with it. It's for Mac, it's for Windows, it's for Linux as well. It's been out for a little while now on the desktop, but we're going to see how cool it sounds. Let's say hello to you all who are here. Dave Bobs, Barry Glenn, Ali Gutilla, Lewis Cook, Thomas Christ, hello. Who else do I see? I see Field Tone Audio, g'day to you. Gary Hubbs, happy birthday to Feisty Feather. Heather, have a happy birthday to you. I think I got most people. Brad Example, g'day. And I think I covered you. If I've missed you, just call me out that I'm a dickhead and I'm blind. These are things you can do that help the channel. SuperChats, Patreon, become a member, all these kind of things. And there's even merch. Boom, Professor Boomer, hello to you. Also, I think we're good to get into it. We're going to move through this pretty quickly today because doctor's appointments, recording unearthed, so much stuff has to be done, and there's just no time to do it. There's the link there for the App Store to grab this if you want to grab it. Thank you, Thomas, for doing that. We've got a little project here, and I'm running. What do we got? I've got a couple of things. We've got a Helium, we've got a Scalar, we've got a Snakebud. They're controlling a few copies of miniBit. And we got a miniVerb on 3 of them, and one of them's bass. And there we go. And I'm going to play it, and I'm going to jam along with it really terribly because, hey, Hugh Caldwell, let's do it. Excuse my voice. I'm losing my voice for some reason. Let's go. There you go. There's a little bit of fun. quickly off the bat, let's have a look at this thing and see exactly what it does over here. I love myself some chiptune. I certainly do. Hey, what's going on, Russ? So this is miniBit. If you haven't seen it, I've done a demo on this before. This has a whole bunch of really cool sounds in it. Leads, drums, keys, pads, sequences, effects, synths, chiptune orchestras. It's all in this. As I said, it's on sale for $8.99. It's just a delightful little 8-bit chiptune machine maker. And this is our friend miniVerb. So not incredibly complex or anything like this. Isn't going to melt your brain, I promise you that. We've got a pre-filter. This is the main part of this whole thing. So the echo, it says it's a reverb, but it's an echo. You got to remember the way that a Super Nintendo works, very, very little memory for music, right? So we're working with cartridges, not a lot of, especially the NES, right? So not a lot of tracks for music. So every available space was taken up on the cartridges when games were made. So for a lot of games, they would sacrifice an audio track just to put in some reverb, right? Because reverb, we know, makes everything better, right? So there's this, and reverb wasn't a thing. So what they used was this echo unit, similar to this, right? But instead of now remember, we did 2 shows over the last couple of weeks on how to reverb and how to delay, and they're pretty closely related. Delays are just a longer, further stretched out echo coming back. And of course, a reverb is tight, unlike my ex-wife, right? So that's what this is, trying to emulate the echo with a very short time. So this unit, the middle part is the main section of this. As I said, we've got a pre-filter, we've got a post-filter, and they can help shape this. So the rest of the stuff around this is more for shaping. This isn't what you would find in a Nintendo, right? Have a lot in common, very little memory. Join a club. We've got this really interesting vibrato here as well, which, was not something that you would see in a Super Nintendo. Then we've got this little colorization module down the bottom here, which has got a bit crusher, downsampler, and a shifter. All of these can be turned on and off at your leisure. So you can just completely turn them off, right? And they fade out, except for the mix. So the mix has a dry and wet, so you can balance those out. Nice. And we'll turn them all back on for you. Let's talk about over here. We've got our usual stuff that you find inside of an AudioThing app. You can save a preset, super easy. Type the name in, type the category, hit save. Not rocket science needed. You can delete a preset, super easy. Just make sure you're on the preset you want to delete and do it. Randomization we'll cover in a second. So the randomization's interesting with this one. You're going to want to trust me on this. With all of AudioThing's apps, you've got this little lock button. You can come in and choose things that you would not like to be randomized when you hit the randomizer. But what's interesting, you can come down here and tap these. What I would suggest, it's just a suggestion, I would come into the settings here and is it in here? We've got to lock all parameters. No, so in the desktop version, there's actually a setting here that says you can just automatically lock these two. But I would do that, right? I would do that. I would come in here and lock these if I was using any form of randomization, because it can blow the shit out of your hearing, especially if the dry goes up really loud, the erect goes up really loud, it randomizes, and then you're sitting there, your headphones are making your ears bleed. Just a precaution, you know what I'm saying? Always look after your ears. They are number one. They are the things that when you get older, like most of us are, you'll wish you would have taken my advice. Trust me on that. So there's also something you can turn on the soft clipper as well too, just for a little bit of extra care, right? You can lock all the parameters instantly from the settings here as well too. Unlock all the parameters. You can copy and paste presets to the clipboard and paste them. Zoom and scroll. You can do the brightness, contrast of the graphics if you like that. The manual's easy to find too. Tap it. It'll take you over here. This is the manual for the desktop version, but everything applies, right? So you just need to scroll past all this stuff at this stuff because it doesn't really apply. It's all how to install on a computer. But these are your main sections here that you're really going to give a toss about, okay? So just a little bit of information while we're here. The echo section can be used to simulate the tricks. So this isn't like the reverb echo that was used in it, because a lot of things are done with old video games and even today with video games to sacrifice the amount of, to save the amount of memory that they have. Hang on. Whoa. There we go. So a lot of tricks were used, and still these days, a lot of tricks are used to create the sense of space and reverb sounds, right? G'day, Ed Zielinski. The most common way to sacrifice one of the internal tracks of the sound chip to play a delayed version of the original track. So yeah, complete farce, right? It's just a copy of that track, it's just an echo of that track to give it a slapback effect. And the NES had a single delay line, very short time, no feedback, and was set to mono. Where in the 90s, the SNES had a little bit more feedback, a little bit more reverb to get, or echo to give it a bit more tail, right? So there's your manual if you want to deep dive into that. But we're sitting here looking at this thing for realsies. You've got presets. You've got a bunch of presets, factory presets. You've got echoes, lo-fis, modulations, reverbs, and sound effects. So clearly, you've got some stuff in here which will give you the SNES and NES. So if we tap those, let's have a look at them. You'll notice with the 1985 NES, very low time on this echo, no feedback, no width whatsoever. But if we come over to the SNES and tap, a little bit more time, about half feedback and about half width. Because it really wasn't in today's age where everything's just stereo widened, right? So there is that. Now let's, so pretty much there, the controls. Oh, let's talk about the pre-filters before we get into these. So they both have a low cut and high cut that you can switch between. Again, you can turn them off. They both have a cutoff and resonance. They both do exactly the same thing, but both have the option to flip through a low cut and high cut, if that's what you like. The echo has a time shift, so you can set it to sync and division, so 1:1 all the way to 16s triplets, or you can freeball it and go by milliseconds all the way up to 225 seconds, all the way down to 0. Let's kind of leave it around about there, maybe about there. And again, this little dot here, this allows you to switch between the single echo and the double echo. So you're going to want to use the single echo for more of the NES kind of sound. But anyway, what am I doing? Let's solo this and... Now, the thing you're going to notice straight away is very subtle, and I'm going to slow this down a little bit. Let's come back to our default. Where is my default? Is there a default in here? I gotta do this. So this is the init patch. I'm actually gonna save this init patch. Let's turn off the filter and the vibrato and crusher. And this is our echo. So you can hear it's that almost fake reverb. Let's bring it right down and do the set to what they say is the NES. So it's very, very subtle, right? Because they didn't have the power to do any of that stuff. We're going to double this up. And there's your stereo width, which can be taken wider, much wider. The beautiful thing about this is the colorization that you can get from this. I think it's kind of selling itself short just mentioning NES and Super Nintendo. It's the shaping you can do with the filters that is really, really nice. And this shifter down here, which is beautiful as well. And all the parameters are open too, so if you want to add in an LFO and get some movement on these, you should. Now you can hear when we take out this second lane, it just gets that little more retro when you take it out. So not only is this a reverb, but it is a delay as well too, and it creates some pretty nice stuff. G'day, Denise. Let's turn on the double lane. See what I mean with these filters? Let's take out the dry of this. G'day, Riverbend. I love that you have the power to just remove all of the dry from this instead of just a balance between wet and dry. Nice stuff, huh? We're going to throw it on some vocals and some more modern sounds as well too. Let's check out this vibrato. Now remember, the vibrato is only affecting the output, the reverb / delay. So when it's in single mode, you're going to get less of that beautiful spread. Still stereo, right? Almost starting to break down the sound with the amount of vibrato there. I really love these filters. Lots of fun to be had with these. We haven't even got to the crusher yet. Let's bring in the crusher. We can totally destroy this. Hey, if dots, what's happening? So I've taken out the filters now. Wild stuff. So now I just want to put some other reverb on it. We can 2 times with the shifter. Rhythmic stuff going on as well too. Very, very cool. All right, let's bring back this feedback. Bring this back to mono. Now you should be able to hear that very reminiscent way that reverb used to work on those games. We've got some presets in here. Almost like a chorusing effect going on there. Just let you see what's happening. So there's a bit of down sample, some bits pulled back. Hello, goodbye, Leela. So we've got some lo-fi sounds in here as well too. I love the way that this can break things so easily. Seems like we are in that day and age of, let me take that thing and break it. So some fuzzy stuff. So that one's almost detuned like a robot. There's a full 2 octaves up. It is 2, isn't it? 2 octaves. We got some modulation. I'm going to bring in Let's see what it does to a piano. We'll change the velocity a bit. Try and keep it all around the same kind of thing, so we're not getting any violent outbursts. We're going to skip to our reverbs here. MIDI on the left, always on the left. You know it. So even our modern sounds holy fuck, that sounds demonic. It's a nice, really chorusy effects. Let's go with the... So this, I don't know how we've got some noise in here. Is there an... I don't see there's a noise. How is that in there? Is that built into this preset and hidden somewhere? Can you hear that? Interesting. Ooh. Oh, we're getting that from the resonance. We're creating that noise through the filter, right? How nice is that? We want to go there, don't we? We want to go, which one is it? A2. Why can't I see that? We got 4 there. And I've only got 3 here. What's happening? Post filter cutoff. That is just awesome. Rockin' Nimona, hello to you. What's happening, Marcy? Hope you got my email. So just don't think this is just for like old school, you know, old school retro sounds. Wow, how's that one? Oh man, I want to throw something else on there, all right? Covered by CQ, hello to you. How nice is that? You know what's interesting? Field tone audio. I saw this drop and I was like, doesn't look like much. I love being surprised, right? It's always the unassuming ones. Always the unassuming ones. And all the ones that get hyped up, kind of disappoint. Fuck me. I gotta change that LFO up. Yeah, AudioThing just make great apps, don't they? Jesus, I almost want to record this for something else. It is. Look, it's a bit of everything, isn't it? It's kind of a bit, the name doesn't really suit. It's a bit of everything. You can flange it, you can vibrato it and crush it and shift it, and it is more of a lo-fi kind of thing. That's beautiful. So these are actually all the reverbs. All right, let's move on from this. Okay. So these reverbs have got some really nice sounds in there. There's This is a muffled. Remember, we're only listening to the wet mix at the moment. Ooh. And we get some sound effects. 8-bit phone. So if we come in here, check that out. Let's go, we'll go pre-filter cutoff. We'll set up this second filter. Right. Yeah, $4. What a joke. It's ridiculous. G'day, Mr. Cockney. Sounds fucking beautiful. So we got an LFO on both of the filters. I mean, you can have low cuts on both, low, high, that's up to you. All right, we're going to do it. We got 15 minutes. All right, it's pretty damn good, huh? $4. $3.99 on the App Store. $9 if you want to get on desktop. It's on sale. It's a bit over half price on desktop. There it is. Oh, some on the manual. $9, down from 19. Not sure how long that is happening for. $3.99 on iOS and iPad. It does not work on Mac, just so you know. It's only those two devices. Yeah, they just keep knocking it out the park. AudioThing made great apps. We're very lucky to have them on iOS. They do, unlike some other apps that get ported and they're small and all that kind of stuff, which is understandable, right? Because you're not going to hire an entire new team to make an app for iOS at the ridiculously low prices that we get charged for iOS apps, right? Let me turn that off. There you go. Let me tell you what's coming up on the channel tomorrow. Really excited tomorrow. Put a lot of work into this one, so hopefully you can come and join us. We have Carver Louise coming on. They were featured on my show Unearthed. I think it was the third episode. I can't remember. Second or third episode. They're so good. They're so fucking good. They're a three-piece band from all over the world, New Zealand, the UK, and Argentina, I do believe. And they are here on the show tomorrow, sponsored by DistroKid. I think it's Jess that's coming on. She is the leader of the whole thing. And man, they rock so hard. Carver Louise, if you haven't heard them yet, go and check out their music because they're just taking the world by storm at the moment. And I'm so privileged to have them on the show, right? It's a pretty big score. Let's just not dig around. It's a pretty big score. Now, you may have seen also that there's been a new app drop as well too. And you're probably wondering why I'm not covering it today. That's the Super J8 Synth by AudioKit Pro. Could have done it today. I've been on the beta forever. Trust me, I've been on this beta for like, it feels like 3 months. Helping Matt with bugs and all this stuff. Anyway, but it's out now. It's $12.99 for Australia. So that's probably like $7 or something. But what we're going to do is we're going to do this video on Friday because I've got a little bit more time to go overtime if I need to and really get into it because this thing, Matthew has put a lot of love into this, all right? A lot of love. A lot of love, man. And it's really good. So we'll spend a bit of time playing with that. And hopefully if all goes well, Unearthed will be here with us this week. If not, we may end up missing a week. I've just not been feeling so good the last couple of days. It is what it is. But we're doing a busking show as well on, so we're the opening hour too. Going to grab the old electric guitar again. We're going to play some acoustic, not acoustic, originals and covers as well. So that, all right, let's get out of here. Thomas Christ is up next. He's got You Rock happening. Reese plays your most rockin' music. There's a hair on my monitor. Let me get rid of that. What are you doing there? And I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully you can come and join us for this great interview. I really can't wait. I love this band so much. It's going to be very exciting. All right, see you over at Thomas's. I'll be out and about filming today and doing a whole lot of stuff and seeing the doctor. And just to give you a little bit of feedback, last thing before we go, I started taking Ozempic 4 weeks ago, my friends. And when I started taking it, I was 103 kilograms. Right now, I'm 96 kilograms. Dude, the weight is just fucking falling off me. I don't know if you can see it. I can see it. It is just weird. Anyway, let's get out of here. Thanks for sticking out. Hit the like on the way out. If you're watching on the replay, hello, subscribe, all that stuff. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.